Cory's Kitchen has been one of the most important figures of Black YouTube for the past decade. Starting as early as 2009, Cory's Kitchen grew exponentially from an unknown high schooler making skits to one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform. He is known for his horror game playthroughs, horror short film reactions, and of course, his month-long breaks that he takes off of YouTube. If it's not for his content, the most notorious part of his career is the constant long breaks he takes off of not only YouTube, but social media in general, as he does not post on any social media platforms during his breaks. He also leaves without warning or any timetable for a return. This leaves his fans, including myself, wondering where he is, what he's doing, and if he's even alive sometimes. With all the breaks that he's taken, there's also been a direct reason as to why, whether it's personal stuff going on in his life, feeling burnt out, or just wanting to be a normal human being and living his life. Sometimes he would take breaks and come back with regular videos without any explanation. So in celebration of Cory's return to YouTube, I want to go through the history of every major Cory Kenshin break of his career and hopefully help you understand why he takes his breaks. For a lot of his newer fans, CoryxKenshin's breaks may seem like something new, as he has been very constant with his breaks in the 2020s, but his breaks date all the way back to the mid-2010s. And just to point out, I am aware that people probably consider his first ever break from YouTube from September 2011 to July 2013, as there is nearly a 2-year gap between videos. But if you look at the outro of his quote-unquote return video, getting my butt kicked as a kid, there is a slot for his previous video and the one before that, likely showing that he was uploading within that time frame, but either privated or deleted those videos, so it doesn't really count as a break in my opinion. However, from that July 2013 video to September 2015, Cory was on his grind, gaining over 100,000 subscribers over 2 years, and posting rather consistently, and at a certain point, even uploading daily for most of 2015. Me and my brother had actually discovered him around this time, in which he hit 90k subs the day we found his channel. It was until September 21st, 2015, where he would take his first official break from YouTube as we know it, as he lastly uploaded the video How Many Times Did She Punch Him? Mortal Kombat X13. He would return nearly a week later on September 27, 2015 with a short video titled Where the Freak is Cory Kenshin, where he would explain why he hadn't uploaded in 6 days simply with the reasoning of life being in the way.
This is where I've been, man. I'm not just at home bull crapping, like not uploading. I'm actually helping my parents. I had a dentist appointment today. I'm trying to get my teeth fixed. Life is going on. I'm not bull crapping, you know. I know YouTube is my job. But right now there are some things that require my full attention.
Believe it or not, this was sort of a big deal and rare for Cory at the time, since as I stated earlier, he was uploading daily videos during this time. This was also one of the few times where he would actually give us an update instead of going fully ghost. After this video, Cory would continue uploading consistently, but he would also take a total of 4 one-week long breaks throughout October and November of 2015, which caused him to upload a video on November 19, 2015 titled Burnt Out on YouTube, Apology to the Samurai, which was basically him explaining why he took multiple 1-week long breaks during the months.
But when you do something for so long, you know, I have like over 800 videos. When you do something for that long, and when it becomes like the way that you make your money, there are going to be times when you don't feel like doing it. After I'm already burnt out, how in the world am I supposed to say like you can't fake that. Like I have to be real with that, you know what I mean?
This is probably one of the most important videos on Cory's channel, as it was the first time that Cory had talked about the idea of being burnt out from making videos consistently while exponentially growing, which has been a reoccurring reason in his future breaks for why he steps away. Fast forward to 2016, where Cory is still maintaining a consistent upload schedule. He would surpass 300 and 400k subscribers at this point and was going faster by the months. But this is the year where he would take his first documented major break on YouTube, and everything would change from this point forward. Cory would upload his last video before the break titled Fight You, I'm Trying to Wife You, Street Fighter V Survival and Online Gameplay on February 16, 2016. After this video, he would go completely ghost off of YouTube and social media for 73 days, in which he would return to social media on April 29, 2016 with an Instagram post stating his return video would be coming the next day. I remember when Cory dropped this photo, I didn't have Instagram at the time because I was like 11, and my mom, who would watch Cory with me and my brother, followed him on Instagram, and she legitimately screamed from the other room, "Guys, Cory is back," and me and my brother rushed to her room to look at the post. Having to look at that same Street Fighter thumbnail for 2 months straight was the worst thing in the world at the time. Ultimately, on April 30th, 2016, after 2 months, he would return with his return video titled Cory Kenshin, The Return, which marked his first return video. In this video, he would explain that he took 2 months off simply because of being burnt out and not wanting to edit because he would spend his whole day sitting in his chair editing with his other videos.
day I moved in, which was May 1st, 2015, all the way up until November, December, where I started falling off, I stayed in my office pretty much 21 hours a day. There was actually a time that I hated this chair.
He also apologized and claimed that he would never do anything like that again.
I do want to begin with I'm sorry, and that I will never ever do anything like this again.
Which unfortunately would become inaccurate over the coming years. Cory would stay fairly consistent after this break in the month of May and surpassed 600k subscribers. But it was until May 30th, 2016 where Cory had posted to his Instagram and Twitter that he had gotten into a car accident that almost killed him. And he posted an explanation video a day later telling the story of how it all happened on May 31st, 2016.
When it first happened, we made contact really hard, and I woke up, all I saw was white, and I thought I hit like a wall of bricks or something. I thought I hit like a building. That's how hard that my car slammed into this semi truck. Then we hit the semi truck and the car just starts spinning, and the wheel is just doing this, and in my mind I'm just like, I need to stop the car. I need to stop the car. I need to stop the car. Me and Brandon, we were just screaming. And, you know, at that point, I literally felt like that was it. Like, this is it. This is how I'm gonna die.
This would be the last video he would post until July 24, 2016, where he returned with the Pokemon Go video, which acted as a return video, but not the type where he explained why he left again. He would acknowledge the break in the description of the video, but we wouldn't get a true sit-down video until August 6, 2016. Where he made a roast yourself song making fun of himself for taking two-month breaks and further explained why he did so.
Or at least I wanted to address the main issue with my channel at this point, and that is the inactivity, the broken promises. Hey guys, I'm gonna upload this at this time, and then I don't come through. And I just wanna stop with all of that nonsense. Just stop saying stuff that I'm not entirely sure that I can do.
He basically explained that he was going to stop making promises in terms of his consistency and didn't promise daily videos anymore. After this short break, Cory would stay consistent for the rest of 2016 and even surpassed 1 million subscribers in the process. The consistency bled through into 2017, although there were a couple of times where he would take a couple weeks to a month break without uploading, but it was to be expected because of his previous videos discussing getting burnt out. It wasn't until May 7, 2017 that he would take another major break, leaving off with the video, "This dude is breathing on my back meat, Little Nightmares Part 2, before finally returning on July 3rd, 2017 with the video, My Final Return to YouTube, where he would declare that he would not be making any more comeback videos and he would repay his audience by being consistent, which unfortunately aged terribly.
The best way to pay you back, I feel, is just to make content. Just upload. I don't have to do any giveaways or, you know, like anything fancy. It just being here for you guys every day.
But at first, it seemed that Cory had kept his promise. He stayed consistent throughout the rest of 2017, probably being his most consistent era since his daily uploading stage in 2015. He even surpassed 2 million subscribers and continued the consistency into January 2018. But it was within the same month that he would take his longest break at the time. Cory would unknowingly take a major break from YouTube once again, lastly uploading a video titled A Triplet CoryxKenshin on January 16, 2018. He would be AWOL for a total of 91 days until he released a statement on Twitter on April 17, 2018, addressing his 3-month break at the time and explained how he tried coming back but never released the videos he recorded because they weren't authentic, and he felt that he was losing himself since he was pushing himself to make videos because of his audience waiting for him. Even with this, he still promised that he would return. The return would come a month later on May 16, 2018, where he tweeted the date 5/20/18 along with 6 p.m. Eastern Time on his Twitter, which is the day that he would eventually return to YouTube with a live stream titled I'm Back, after 4 months with no content. This live stream would be the most vulnerable explanation yet, as he was so mad at himself at how many promises he was breaking that he had thoughts of possibly quitting YouTube as a whole.
While I was gone, that I thought about, that why am I breaking all these promises, and why can't I do what I'm saying I'm gonna do, and blah blah blah. And it led to me wanting to distance myself from YouTube.
He also explained how he wasn't going to come back to YouTube until he was fully ready, As with his previous breaks, he would always come back when he wasn't ready, but he still pushed himself anyway.
And there were things that were going on, but I never felt fully rested, fully ready. This time I said that I wasn't gonna come back. I wasn't gonna come back until I was ready. Until I was 100%, more than 100%. Because I haven't been 100% in a long time.
This was Cory's longest break at the time, but it got him fully ready to return again, and he did just that. He got back to it and hit 3 million subscribers while staying consistent for the rest of 2018, until the last 2 months where he would take a month break from November 9, 2018 to December 16, 2018. Then he would upload one video the next day before leaving for another month on December 20, 2018 after posting the video "My channel is dead." He wouldn't return until January 24, 2019 with the video titled "My First Video of 2019. This video would start the last great consistency era of Cory, as he would attempt to upload 100 videos in a row without missing a day. He would succeed and upload a video on May 8, 2019 titled "The 100-Day Streak is Over." He would also hit 4 million subscribers during this streak. While the streak was a big accomplishment for Cory since he had been inconsistent for the past 3 years of his career, this streak would also spark a break that I don't even think he envisioned. During the 100-day streak, on April 17, 2019, Cory would upload a video titled "I Might Need to Take a Break," where he explained that he would possibly need to take a break after completing the streak, which may have seemed like a normal sit-down video, but it was an overlooked sign of what was to come. After completing the streak on May 8, 2019, Cory would take a month off before coming back on June 12, 2019 in a gameplay video titled "So I'm Back, Kinda, Ghost Recon Breakpoint with Dashi." After uploading an Etika tribute video on June 25, 2019, Cory would upload his last video on June 28, 2019 before taking a 9-month break. Not 1, not 4, not 6, 9 months. Cory would go completely off the grid for 9 whole months without a single tweet, post, video, nothing. During this time, he would also surpass 5 million subscribers, but still no video. 2020 came, still no video. COVID shut down the world, and still no video. And then, on April 3rd, 2020.
Hey.
CoryxKenshin finally returned after 9 full months and uploaded a video titled "Hey, It's Been a While," which marked his longest break at that point. When this video came out, me and my brother legitimately got up at the same time and ran from our rooms and opened our doors at the exact same time and legitimately ran into each other trying to tell each other about it. Cory would return and explain that he took the break because he wanted to live his life, as he took trips to Japan, New York, and PAX events, but of course it came down to the source of almost every break: feeling burnt out. He explained that he had attempted to come back more than once during the 9 months, but every time he would try, his heart just wasn't in it.
Coming back to YouTube, this is like my 3rd or 4th attempt during this 9-month duration. I tried to come back in June of last year. Then I tried to come back in September. And then I would turn the camera on and my heart would not be in it. Like, you know, you can't force it. I mean, you can, but it's just kind of whack.
It was clear after this break, Cory's main reasoning for a majority of his breaks was a lack of motivation and feeling burnt out, which goes all the way back to that 2015 video where he first discussed it. Despite being his 2nd longest break of his career, this is probably still the most infamous and iconic break, as even to this day, his fans still quote 9 months as a meme, and Cory still uses it as a joke. His return was so big that the video blocked Drake's Tootsie Slide from becoming #1 trending on YouTube. This break would also act as sort of a reset for Cory's channel, as 2015 through 2019 acted as his era of growing into a bigger YouTuber and making his name on the platform, and 2020 to present day would act as his era of truly being an influencer and handling the fame while becoming a bigger and bigger name in such a short amount of time. Cory would provide us with videos throughout COVID, hitting 6 million subscribers in the process. Although he did have a couple of slow moments from May to July, as he uploaded a video titled "2020 is the worst year of my life" on May 30th, 2020, and would have returned until June 18, 2020 with the Last of Us 2 video. He then take another near-month break, now returning until July 11, 2020 with a video called "2020 Good Vibe Check." He'd stay consistent throughout the summer, but one video in particular would set the cards for a future break when on August 22nd, 2020, he'd upload his 7 million subscriber special in which he stated that if he hit 10 million subscribers, he would announce his retirement from YouTube.
Good as time as any. When we reach 10 million, if we reach 10 million, I will be announcing my retirement from YouTube. That's right, guys.
This obviously sent the samurai community into a frenzy, but we still had time. Fast forward deeper into 2020, around September through December, where Cory was constantly taking breaks ranging from a week to almost 2 months on one occasion, and for the first time, his fans actually started to get upset with him as they felt like he would only return to YouTube if it was to do a sponsored video. This was very present in the comments of the video. I've low-key been sleeping on this game, Immortal Sphinx Rising. I've been watching Cory going on a year and some months now, so I can say it truly feels like he only comes back for a sponsor and really done with being a YouTuber for the fans. Man, he only comes back when Ubisoft tells him to. We can all finally agree that Cory only comes back when he gets sponsored. If Cory didn't have a sponsor, then he wouldn't have posted today. That's kind of sad because we do not want to lose our leader Samurai. Don't go away, Cory. This would start a narrative with some fans that Cory only returns for money in general, which is still a silent narrative that is still present today. This was short-lived though, as he would upload consistently for the rest of the year and even hitting 8 million subscribers on the last day of 2020. The consistency would bleed into 2021 and Cory got closer and closer to 10 million. He would hit 9 million subscribers on March 7, 2021, where he uploaded a video titled 9 million, the home stretch. This would be the last video he would upload before taking another break. This was probably the most scary and anxious break Cory took in his career, as he left while he was on the brink of hitting 10 million subscribers and retiring as he proclaimed in August of 2020. Cory would hit 10 million subscribers during this hiatus, leaving many fans uncertain whether he would stand on his claims of retirement. We would get our answer on August 26, 2021, where he would finally return after a 5-month break with a sit-down video titled "Regarding My Retirement." In this video, he would unbox his diamond play button, but he'd explain his thought process of his initial claim of retirement at 10 million, as he believed that the magic he once had when he was coming up on YouTube was gone, which is why he initially thought of retirement.
But I've never resumed the magic. The magic has been gone. And I think I realized that a while ago, which is why at 7 million subscribers, I had the dumb idea of announcing that I was going to retire at 10 million.
He also realized why he constantly leaves YouTube, but it wasn't for a reason of feeling burnt out.
I posited that if it was something that I really love to do, why do I put it down so much? I think I figured out what that is. A lack of challenge. A lack of mental stimulation beyond what's normal.
Cory ultimately wouldn't retire, which was great news to the fans, and he would stay fairly consistent for the rest of the year. He'd upload one of his most successful series on his channel, FNF Security Breach, which generated 150 million views combined over the span of 8 parts, with the last part being uploaded on December 23rd, 2021, which would be the last time Cory would post until he returned 2 months later on February 26, 2022 with an Elden Ring video. But however, he didn't give much of an explanation behind the break besides him just living his life.
Few things have happened. Your boy did get COVID. That sucked. Family has been crashing at my crib. My sister almost burnt down my kitchen. Shout out to my little sister. And I just been cooling, living life.
Another break would come soon after, as Cory would last upload a video titled "Who Sent Me This Video Bro?" SSS number 58 on April 10, 2022. He would not return until 4 months later on August 8, 2022 with a video titled "To My Samurai Community," which was a bit different from his normal return videos, as instead of merely explaining why he took a break, he addresses his fan base both negatively and positively. He does say in this video that with this break in particular, he took a break simply because he has a life outside of YouTube and simply because he wanted to.
There's also this misconstrued idea that I take breaks because of my mental health. Yeah, I've taken some because, I just need to disconnect. But who said like every time I leave it was because mental health? I don't remember saying that. That's definitely not what happened this time. Listen, sometimes I am going to choose my life outside of YouTube over making YouTube videos. That's just what it is.
As far as addressing his audience, he first starts off confrontational by saying his fanbase sometimes feels like a cult because of how they fight and argue for him against other people across the internet.
The samurai community one of the greatest communities on this platform, has some issues. I need you guys to relax. I don't like seeing you guys turn into a cult, turn into like Cory slander. I don't want you guys moving and talking and battling online with other people because they disagree or they might have opposing feelings about me.
On the positive side, he thanks his community for allowing him to make significant changes in his family's lives, along with being able to take these breaks and come back to the utmost support.
I've helped my sister go through her whole college, and I didn't have no older big brother YouTuber that could just swoop down and give me the money that I needed. But you know what? You guys made a way for me to be that guy, for me to be that brother for my siblings.
This is one of Cory's most underrated return videos, as he completely addresses many of the narratives that have been made about him over the past couple years, and he shows how much of a down-to-earth guy he really is. The rest of 2022 would have Cory being more consistent, continuing the typical pattern of his returns. But 2023 would start off very inconsistent, as he was taking many 2 to 4 week long breaks between videos, then staying consistent for a couple days, then repeating the cycle. However, this inconsistency might have been the cause of Cory losing one of his best friends and ex-YouTuber MavAttack, who would post a video in March of 2023 titled "Why CoryxKenshin and I Are No Longer Friends." This video has since been deleted, but based on my memory and other videos made on this situation, Mav would explain that he and Cory stopped being friends because of the way that Cory handled his breaks. Mav explained that whenever Cory would take breaks, his fans would bombard his comments asking where Cory was, and it took a toll on him because they didn't care about his actual content, but instead came to his videos to comment about somebody else, which is completely valid.
See, where did he go? Do you know where he is? When are you gonna work again? It broke me down. I didn't feel like I was able to benefit off what I was creating. I felt like somebody else was benefiting off of what I was doing.
He would go on to say that he resented Cory for not addressing his fans and leaving everyone in the dark whenever he left, so much so that he would talk bad about Cory to other people behind his back.
But I also allowed my frustrations from everything that had led up to this point to seep into conversations with other people, nasty people who went and spouted that on the internet, that went and told things that were told in private to public forums.
Mav would tell Cory about this, and Cory forgave him, but it ended their friendship for good, which was sad because Mav was in a lot of Cory's early videos. This situation did not become anything big, as Cory did not respond or address it, but is an example of how serious Cory's breaks are and how different people are affected by them, as even Cory's younger brother, who has his own YouTube channel where he goes by Certified AKA, would get bombarded with comments asking where Cory was when he would leave. The inconsistency of 2023 went on until June 27, 2023, where he uploaded a video titled "Reacting to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie trailer," as he was set to have a cameo in the FNAF movie later that year in October. Unknowingly, fans will be forced to look at the same thumbnail for a total of 535 total days, aka 1 year, 5 months, and 16 days, making it the longest break of Cory's career. Just when you thought 9 months was bad, Cory disappeared off the face of the planet for a year and a half. However, he was frequently seen in late July of 2023 at RDC World's DreamCon, meeting up with all the top black creators in Kai Cenat, Berleezy, I'm Dante, RDC, and more, in which people were surprised since Cory usually doesn't pop out for events like that. Fans would also see him frequently throughout the break at random places, most notably this video of him at the zoo in August of 2024, where he looks noticeably uncomfortable, but he assures the person recording that they will be getting videos soon. This started another meme within the samurai community, where his fans would start saying that every time Cory was spotted in public and people recorded or took a picture with him, it made him tack on another 9 months of the break. He's adding 9 months. He did not want to be there. Bro, this just got us another 9 months. The timer has restarted. GG, that's another year and a half. Another year added. Cory's looking like every time they spot him, he delays his return. That's another 9 months. I think he's bothered, not gonna lie. Cory just want to be left alone. Cory almost didn't upload a video in the year 2024, but ultimately, Cory's return video would finally come out of the blue with no warning on December 13, 2024 in a short trailer video titled "Hey, Long Time No See." In this short trailer video, it opened with an animated trailer for Cory's new anime manga series titled Monsters We Make, which was the main assumption for why he was gone for over a year, which would be the most unique and different reasoning for a break in his career. However, nothing was confirmed. It also confused fans as they didn't know exactly what it was. The second half of the trailer video was a sneak peek for his official return video, which was revealed to be dropping on December 16, 2024, along with the anime manga series. The return video gained 12 million views in just 2 days and was also #1 trending on YouTube. Cory's official return video would come on December 16, 2024 with a video titled "Where I've Been for the Past Year." In his long-awaited return video, Cory would prove suspicions right, as he did in fact take a year off because he was working on his manga series, Monsters We Make. And he confirmed that it was in fact a manga and not an anime, but he just wanted an animated trailer to show off what it could look like as an anime. In this video, he basically just explains the process behind making the manga with his team and how he was excited to do it, so I won't play any clips, but he basically would explain the world, the characters, the story, and just his overall thought process when making the manga, as he states that his main goal is to eventually turn it into an anime series. The first volume would also go on sale for $14.99 on his website. However, Cory would also state at the end of the video that he was also working on another project during his hiatus, which he didn't get to discuss in his return, but both Monsters We Make and the unknown project were the main source of why he was gone for a year and a half. Surprisingly, not off of being burnt out or just not wanting to make videos like previous breaks. He also would hit 20 million subscribers the day he dropped this video on December 16, 2024, and have his video go #1 on trending once again. He would also confirm that he would post a video unrelated to Monsters We Make on December 19, 2024, officially bringing Cory back from break after almost a year and a half. However, he would be a day late with the video, with his official return video coming out on December 20th, 2024, with him playing the most requested game while he was gone called Bad Parenting. But before getting into the game, he would take the first 10 minutes of the video to actually apologize to his fanbase for getting too into making his manga and not really coming back in the greatest way.
Two, I want to apologize to the samurai community because I feel like I got lost in the sauce a little bit. And what I mean by that is, while I was gone, I was so focused on Monsters We Make.
He addresses the narratives that were being made that he only returns to YouTube for money, as there was a narrative going on around the internet that he only came back to promote his manga, and assures us that it wasn't the case.
I've said before, I don't need any more money. I don't upload videos for money. I didn't work on Monsters We Make for money. I've said this numerous times. It sucks that it's a narrative that a lot of people like to attach to me, is that I come back when I need money or I'm trying to promote something for money. But again, I don't need money.
He also criticizes himself for the approach that he took in dropping the trailer and revealing the manga first, rather than actually addressing his fan base.
I do my normal comeback and I talk, and then my next video I dropped the trailer, and then I was like, nah, like I just want to drop the trailer on him, like we worked so hard on this and just get everybody's reactions. But there was kind of a cost in doing that. Like people were like, yo, like you didn't even greet us first, and I totally understand that. Yeah, like I could have did that better, and I want to apologize about that.
This apology kind of hurt to watch because it just goes to show how toxic and ungrateful some of Cory's fanbase really is, and he treat him like he's just some robot that's here to make videos and nothing else. But it's clear that the manga took the whole hiatus to make, as he literally said he was working on it 9 out of every 10 days and did not have any social media platforms on his phone at the time. It was a clear passion project, and to say that he only came back to promote it or that it's a cash grab is just very disrespectful, and it just shows who the real fans are. Nonetheless, Cory is officially back, as he has uploaded 3 gaming videos since his return as of December 30th, 2024, when this video comes out. And that's the full history of Cory's breaks thus far. As a CoryxKenshin fan since 2015, it felt kind of nostalgic going back to a lot of his old videos to do research on all his breaks, as I have been here for every single break he has taken. I remember that first 2-month break that he ever took felt like the end of the world because he legitimately had never done anything like that at the time. But for this last part of the video, I just want to get my thoughts on Cory's breaks, since many fans have different opinions when he leaves. Personally, my only problem with Cory's breaks is that he doesn't tell us when he's leaving. I've always felt this way, as even a simple tweet or Instagram story would show us that he's at least alive and well, and we can just wait for his return from that point on. Because sometimes it's not just about the content, it's more about the health factor of a human and just being reassured that they're even okay. Back when I was watching his videos from 2016 to 2020, the breaks would piss me off as a fan while they were happening, because he ultimately is my favorite YouTuber and I just love his content, but I ultimately did understand that he was only human and he just needed a break from time to time. But it wasn't until his 9-month break that I truly understood why he takes his breaks and handles them the way he does. Number one, it's obviously because he gets burnt out, since he has stated numerous times that he is a one-man band and edits all his videos on his own for hours on end. And number two, he has probably the most loyal fan base on YouTube. He's the only YouTuber I know that could leave, then come back with more subscribers and views and maintain relevance. He's literally the Kendrick Lamar of YouTube, since he doesn't make his craft his whole life and disappears for a good amount of time, that makes everyone go crazy when he comes back. And of course there's the people in both cases who say, I never understood the hype, or he's overrated, he doesn't even drop, and things like that. His fans will literally go back and watch all of his old videos constantly when he takes breaks, so that just runs up his views and keeps him paid. So that's why when people say that he only comes back for money, it's a stupid narrative because he's gonna get paid whether he leaves or he comes back to make videos. His loyal fan base allows him to leave for months on end to live his life because they're gonna be there for him either way when he returns. Another thing we also need to understand is that Cory is not the only YouTuber on the platform. While he may be a lot of our favorites, there's just other people to watch, so we shouldn't just rely on one person for content. I'm not saying you shouldn't have the right to be upset when he leaves, because even I still get a little upset when he leaves simply because we don't get a heads up and it leaves us wondering if something bad happened to him. But ultimately, Cory is still here giving content, so even when he leaves, you know he will always make his way back.